always say networking is very important in EMBA journey. So how would you benefit from LBS, HKU, and CBS network?
Oh, this has been amazing. I think, during the last year, 2020, a lot of people have found networking hard. Obviously, we haven't been able to meet up in person as we'd like and travel and build up those connections. But having the three-school network and the alumni there are just so high energy that has not been a hurdle, a barrier. Actually, in fact, it's been even more energy into the virtual connections. And I found for myself, I'm involved with the London Business School Women in Business Network here in Asia, and I'm one of the founding members, helping set up one of the mentoring programs, for example. Working with the team there, it's been tremendous. I've had felt so much energy from it, and I've really gained a lot from the virtual connections. So I think this is one of the value propositions from an MBA, that you do have the lifelong network access, and there's constant messages flowing through daily on the chats and the emails, people wanting to reach out to people who may have experience in the questions that they have. So I think it's one of the most amazing elements of the MBA.
To build on these questions, how has the EMBA program knowledge been applied to your current job, in particular during the global pandemic?
Yeah, that's an interesting question, because my role being what it is, regionally focused, I have always been used to working virtually and remotely because my stakeholders are based in different countries. I think what is interesting as well, though, is during these situations you usually have a chance perhaps to travel and meet people in person and build that rapport, and now you're having to do it remotely. What the MBA has done really is allowed you to practice, as I said, to understand the business, interacting with your classmates from different industries, and really getting your messaging on point. So when you go into those virtual meetings and you're not able to read the room and get the feedback you may necessarily have when you're in person, you're able to really position yourself so your messaging is well received by the business first time. So that for me I think is a valuable lesson that I've learned during the MBA, that I was able to apply my work. But yeah, I think let's see how it continues. I think learning is never a once-off exercise, it's a continuous learning journey.
Yeah. Thank you for your sharing. So you have extensive international background, and now you are settling down in Hong Kong. So what is your next career aspiration?
I think the key word is watch the space. There's no defined path, and in today's world, many people have multiple career paths, and there may be checkpoints along the way where you stop and you take assessments and then you pivot. So for myself, I do see myself working in technology. I think I've really enjoyed the last 15 years or so, what's transpired so far, and I see myself still going further in this space. I enjoy looking at AI and looking at how even technology helps during the COVID situation. So I think that will always be the area I would work in. The type of roles I work in and how that works out, I'm open to opportunities. So there's no, let's say, one defined end point. I think a lot of people will continue to work longer in the future.
Yeah. Bronwyn, last but not the least, can you share with us one fond memory of your EMBA-Global Asia program?
Oh, wow. So I think there's two categories. There's the in-class experiences and the out-of-class experiences. You can tell by that comment, perhaps there's a lot of fun to be had in the program out of class. For me, graduation was a tremendous highlight. But if I think back to in-class experiences, for me, corporate finance was a good memory. Having no finance experience going into the MBA, starting from really having to learn right from the start what there is to know about corporate finance, and then the final week having the in-class exam, it's a tremendous growth journey. So I do feel quite proud of myself that I went from a zero to hero kind of experience, learning corporate finance at each step of the way, and then being able to do an exam independently. So that, I think, has refueled confidence for myself. When I now encounter a problem that I don't have knowledge on, I know it's okay, I can learn and we'll overcome, and that does carry with you. Yeah. The memory does carry with you.
That's great. Thank you, Bronwyn. It is my pleasure to having you today.
No, my pleasure too, Cal. Thanks for having me.